Hey guys, Min here. Welcome back to Your House Fitness. I'm with
Jerry.
We're going to go over a very advanced exercise, the overhead barbell squat. Very humbling, very difficult, but an essential move if you want to participate in the Olympic lifts, particularly if you're participating in the snatch movement. You need tremendous balance for that, and this exercise will get us there. There are a few prerequisites you need, such as good overhead mobility. You got to know how to squat very deep, so I recommend doing a lot of front squats and getting very good at that first. And of course, there are many ways of doing it. I'm going to demonstrate the more traditional way, and I'll show you a few modified versions, and I'll talk about some variations. Then I'll get Jerry on here to do it. When I approach the rack, I'm going to take it like a back squat, which seems very confusing at first, but you'll see why. I'm going to do a whole different exercise just to get into position. And afterwards, we're going to then continue our overhead squats, okay? And that exercise and that movement is called a snatch balance. So I'm going to approach here. I'm going to go into a back squat, usually a high bar position. If you don't hold that, we got videos for that too. I extend. I'm going to clear the rack. Now from here, I'm going to have to get very stable and be very confident in my abilities. My elbows are going to get tight, so I get that press line. I'm going to dip in my hips. And once my hips dip, I'm going to push my legs into the floor and kind of hop up. When I hop up, I gotta punch this into the sky, and I'm gonna drop into an overhead squat. We call this a snatch balance, okay? So I'm gonna take that deep breath in, core is gonna be engaged, my knees go wide, pop, and squat. From here, I'm just gonna overhead squat. When I'm done, catch it on your back. Make sure you absorb it with your legs. Don't smack your back with it. Walk on in, and we reset. I didn't cue much during that overhead squat because I was holding my breath for my life because it is a very, very difficult exercise to maintain your balance on. Okay, so be very calm. Don't worry about the depth and build your composure and stability as you get lower and lower. Okay, that first rep, I probably wasn't squatting the deepest, and over time I developed that depth only because I was more confident in my skills and abilities. Jerry, would you like to give it a try?
Sure.
Sure, let's do it. So he's going to approach the bar like a back squat. Very nice. He's going to squat it out just like normal. Nothing's going to change from a normal back squat. Very good. From here, he's going to align his arms. His elbows are going to get under the bar. His core is tight. And he's going to prepare for his hip dip and drive upwards, okay? So when you dip, make sure you don't drop your chest. Only your knees go out to the side, all right? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. Dip. Pop. Beautiful snatch balance. Up he goes. Amazing. That was such a good one. He's just going to now continue his overhead squats from here. Oh, shit. It's okay. I'm here spotting you. So have a spotter when you're ready. I was there. Just make sure if anything happens, going to take a deep breath in. I descended with a little bit more control on the eccentric. Nice and controlled. Balance. Up you go. There it is. Good. One more rep, actually. And just focus on that part where you need to balance your hips at the bottom. That's the most important part of this exercise. Hip hinge. Balance. Up you go. Much better. Good. Catch it on your back. Dip your hips. Good. Now you're going to walk it in. Holy moly. Jerry, be honest with the camera. Have you done this before today?
Yeah.
A little bit?
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. That was almost perfect. That was really good, especially towards the end. If Jerry practiced for 3 weeks, he could actually have a very good overhead squat. Okay, so even though this is advanced exercise, he doesn't have much experience with it. Just a little bit of cueing, all right, and a few weeks, he can get very, very good at this exercise, I believe. Now, where do you feel it?
I feel it everywhere on my body.
Good.
I honestly needed to control every muscle on my body. My shoulders, my quads, even my ankles.
Yeah. I feel it in my soles of my feet because I'm squeezing so hard. It's so hard. I concur. I feel almost everything in my body too doing this. And I think that's more of a testament to the technical abilities of an overhead squat. There's some exercises so technically hard, you're not necessarily going to get a big pump from them. All right, unless you're really good and just rep this out for like 20, 30 reps. That'd be insane, right? Imagine a bodybuilding style. Oh, that's sweet. That's CrossFit. There you go.
Oh.
You're doing CrossFit, I guess, right, guys? But otherwise, it's incredibly technical. Go light. Build your form. You agree with me?
100%.
Yeah, form is probably key. Work on your snatch balance first, eh? You like that one, the little snatch balance?
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, so that's just a great other way to set up. I'll show you the overhead front rack position. So, do you mind if I step in, Jerry? I'm gonna get under here. This bar's gonna go in my chest, and I'm just gonna be kind of like in a front rack. And I'm gonna do the same thing, that little dip in my hips, just to readjust into an overhead press position. From here, I'm gonna almost do like a push press, and I'm gonna try to land with the bar behind me, like so. Okay, so we call that a squat jerk. Once you get the squat jerk, you can just overhead press. Or sorry, overhead squat. Front rack it, and you're good. So 2 ways to get it overhead. Highly advisable in the tall rack or big blocks. You can do it from the squat balance, or you can do it from the push jerk. Both are valid, both work. Kind of depends on your shoulder mobility. Were your shoulders feeling okay on the snatch balance?
Yeah, they're fine.
You're fine, yeah. So honestly, if you got some tight pecs like me today, it was very uncomfortable to get it up over there. So I found the push jerk was a little bit easier. But I personally have more experience doing it on the snatch balance. So I felt very awkward doing it from the front rack. So maybe you just got to find one that works for you, practice, and build your technique. Would you like to add anything?
No, I'm good.
That's good. Awesome. We'll see you guys next time.